Hi, everyone. Good morning. This is my first live by myself. I did one with my granddaughter. I'll wait and see if anyone's coming on. Hi, Vita. Good to see you. And hi, Kim. Thought I'd try this by myself. You know, I did one with Liberty, my energetic little granddaughter who's full of, what should I say, piss and vinegar. Hi, Violet. Valerie, good to see you here. I'm doing good, Kim. I just did a video for tomorrow morning. I'm having another pop-up sale. I have 23 items that I'm putting on at $13 a piece. And if you buy three or more, they're $10 each. And I'm also giving a free new fashion stretch bracelet. I thought that would make good stocking stuffers. Similar, excuse me, to my Black Friday sale. Thank you, Kim. I try to, at least my items are clean, no hair. Try to do my best. And I enjoy doing it. I love jewelry. You guys have any questions for me today? I'm glad to see all of you here. It's raining in Southern California, which we certainly need rain. Excuse me. I have allergies, and in the morning I sound like a frog. Thanks, Vita. I know Vita's bought from me before. How do you know if a piece of jewelry is vintage? Well, I also do research with the jewelry, but I've dealt with jewelry for so long, I can almost look at a piece and tell you just how it's made. And some of the pieces when I was a little girl, even, and I see them now and definitely know my age. I know they're vintage, but I do a lot of research. And I did a couple of videos on vintage jewelry designers, and I'm going to do another one really soon. Someone had a question today in my Granny Josie's shop group about Karen Lynn's jewelry. And so I'm going to, I think, do a video on her and a couple of other ones. So I try to be really careful if I have a piece that I think maybe, it's kind of iffy. I don't know for sure. I won't say it's vintage unless I'm really sure. Or I'll say it's possibly vintage. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for the compliment. This is me. This is what you see is what you get. Yeah, Vita. I could not find where Carol Lynn ever made buttons. So I think that someone had put those buttons in her box. And that happens a lot. You have to be really careful when you buy jewelry and they come in a Hallmark box with the, the designer's name. Because a lot of times people just use boxes. You can buy boxes like that on eBay. And so it's kind of deceiving. I really shouldn't put them. I don't do that. What I do is I buy like the plain white jewelry boxes from Walmart, or even you can get them at Dollar Tree. I won't put a designer box into, I won't put jewelry that is not actually from a designer in a designer box. I think that's misrepresentation. Hi, Misa. Good to see you. I'm really new at this live. This is only a second time, and hopefully I survive. But anyway, I did the one with my granddaughter. Share this wonderful channel. I thank you, Kim. That's very sweet of you. I can use all the help I can get. Vita, you have lots of boxes. Yeah, I usually buy them, like I said, at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. And then sometimes when I buy jewelry lots, there are some boxes. But like I said, I try to be really careful because it's like with these buttons that were in a Carolyn's jewelry box. I couldn't find anywhere where she ever made buttons. They were really pretty buttons, but I think that somebody just, put them in there and sold them like that. Vita, what do you do with your boxes? You make jewelry, I know, so do you use those boxes for your jewelry? Have you got any more questions for me? I love questions. Gosh. I should do my videos or my lives in the afternoon because my voice is much better in the afternoon. But you also know I work. Okay, Valerie, I typically ship my jewelry in a burlap just style bag with rose print on them and attach a thank you tag with the rose on it. Valerie, that's fantastic. I like that idea. I do use some bags, but I think that's excellent that you do the thank you note. I am actually starting to do that. Yeah, Misa, you're working. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I was watching Selena, and I was, when I watch, sometimes I'll watch Sandy, and I do it from work. Thank goodness I work for my son, so I can get away with it. I don't know if I had another employer, if I could get away with it. Hi, Susan. Oh, you're at the doctor's office again. I'm so thankful you bought jewelry from me, Susan. I hope you like it. Like I said, I try to send out clean jewelry, and if there's even a little scratch on it, I will tell you. I am sort of a perfectionist, which makes it hard on myself sometimes because I was telling a friend of mine years ago, I used to sew professionally for other people, and I would make a dress and then I would hang it on the door in my bedroom. So I'd go to bed and then I'd keep looking at the dress, and I would make sure it was just absolutely perfect, and that drove me crazy. I bought some burlap not too long ago, and I wanted to make some bags out of it. My son received a wine bottle in a burlap bag, and they had the bottle laying down, and the bag was fantastic. So I thought of making some of those. Thank you, Lynn. Excuse me. Like I said, my voice in the morning, I have allergies and I refuse to take allergy medication. I don't like meds. I only take a thyroid pill. And So then in the morning I sound really terrible. So please excuse the voice. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate that. Like I said, I hate when I receive something that's, dirty. I have hi Bianca. I have a seller that I buy from on eBay, and her stuff is fantastic. But the other day I bought from somebody new, and I was very disappointed because it wasn't stuff that I would resell. I just have to put it in the craft box. And then most of my craft boxes, the majority of the items are all wearable. Yeah, Lynn, don't I sound great? I understand how your mom feels. Because, yeah, the doctor always suggested I take something, but I won't. Once in a great while, well, I'll take a Benadryl, but guess what? I buy the children's Benadryl. I'm a retired nurse, but I have never taken a lot of meds. I just don't, they just don't agree with me. And the doctor said, well, you must be doing something right because you're doing great. So I just keep with my routine unless things change. Oh, thank you, Vita. Yeah, Vita bought a craft box for me. Hey, Selena, I'm wondering where you were. Listen to my froggy voice. And guys, I talk a lot. I was telling Selena that I talk a lot, so then my voice, it leaves me. But when I talk a lot, that means I'm happy and things are going good in my life. And when I'm quiet, then you have to be concerned. And Vanessa, good to see you. Treasure Hunters, good to see you. Hi, Helen. I decided to try a video or a live video by myself today. I thought, well, you got to start sometime, Joe. I did the one with my granddaughter, but I will do them alone from now on. I can talk all. Yeah, listen to me, though. Don't think it sounds sexy. But like I said, if I would take allergy medication, I wouldn't have this problem. But I'm kind of stubborn. Oh, thank you, Susan. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just got through. Thank you, Selena. I just got through making my video to upload tomorrow morning for my pop-up sale. So I have 23 items. So I talked a lot. So my voice is really awful. Where are you in California? I live in Orange County, California, actually Fountain Valley. Nice little town. Well, I shouldn't say little. There is no such thing as little towns in California. But I love it here as far as the weather, and then my family's here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. California has kind of changed since years ago when I was born in Northern California. Yeah, I know. Steve and Steph are in California. They're actually in Temecula. Okay, Selena. Oh, you're funny. Oh, you were raised in Fullerton. Okay. Yeah, I know. I watched Stephen and Steph's videos. Well, I love the weather here in California, although it rained like crazy this morning. No, I was never in your park. You hate the fires? Yeah, I'm really lucky I don't live close to the fires. I live actually closer to the beach. And I think the problem with a lot of fires in California, too, is so many people want these big, gorgeous, big, huge houses up in the mountains, and there's trees all over. So when a fire starts, it's just going to spread fast. But so that's him. He's proud of you. Oh, Selena, tell Sam thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I never thought I would have the nerve to even do a video, let alone a live. So I guess you can see my Christmas tree in the back. So I'm pretty much ready. I need to do a few more things and hope everyone that belongs to the Granny Josie's shop will enter the contest. You have till the 5th of December. And the first prize will be a jewelry jar. And I can guarantee it's going to be a nice one. And second prize, I decided it's going to be a surprise. I'm not saying what the second prize is. So there'll be 2 prizes. And so far, everyone who's entered has fantastic things on there. And, it doesn't have to be a Christmas tree or just even something you made. Vita even sang a song. So it just has to do with Christmas. If you have a table setting that, you're going to set your table that way for your guests for Christmas. I know Joan Brody does beautiful table settings, so enter it. It's fun, even if now only 2 people can win, but just think the fun you're going to have. And on the 6th, then the voting will start, and you can send me a message via Facebook and send me your vote. I'm doing it private because I don't want anyone to have hurt feelings. And the only way that I will vote is if there is a tie. And I have to break the tie. But other than that, I'm not entering the contest. I'm just the host. And I'm not voting. And I wish everyone good luck. I think I want it to be fun. I wanted people to get to know each other, And a prize always kind of gives it an incentive to do it. But I want it just to be fun. So hopefully you all enter. Do you guys realize, this is from Susan, do you guys realize that due to the winds in Texas have been having smoke warnings, and my grandson, who has a horrible asthma, has to wear a high-level mask, not the normal ones? Wow. I'm sorry, Susan. Yeah, the smoke is just really awful. I've, smelled a lot of smoke in Southern California, but this time, for some reason, where I live, I haven't, which is good because with the allergies. What gets me in Southern California is the Santa Ana winds. I notice that my allergies really kick up really bad when I'm really blessed. I don't have a breathing problem. I just have the drainage and the hoarse voice, and my eyes drain. They look like I'm crying. Yes, Lena, I hope the rain helps the fires. It was just pouring down this morning. But yeah, those fires are terrible. My daughter-in-law's sister's husband, they live in, Northern California, and 5 of his family members lost their homes and everything. So it's really devastating to so many people. So we need to all pray and hope, pray that God gives them the strength to get through this. And if anyone knows of anyone who's struggling and lost everything, if they can afford to help, it would be a wonderful thing to do to help these people. And I'm sure there is probably thousands of people that are helping. When Mount St. Volcano erupted out. You guys. My husband says that, oh, that's from Patty. Oh, chat's moving fast, which is good, but I can't read it. Kim, Patty, you are correct. The fires are on purpose. We came across a video about it. Oh, how sad. Yeah, a lot of fires are started on purpose. And it's sad to say, but there's a lot of beautiful, wonderful people in this world, but there are also a lot of evil people who have nothing else to do but make lives tragic, and that is sad. And actually, we're supposed to pray for them too. So what's everyone up to today? Are you doing something productive? Or the only thing I accomplished this morning is I made my video, and then in about a half hour I have to leave for work. And I just thought, well, I'm going to get on here and see if anybody wants to talk to me. Oh, Lynn, you're crocheting. You know, I've sewed all my life, but crocheting and knitting has just never been my forte. I know the basic stitches. I remember when I was in high school and we actually had home ec, and one of our quarters we were supposed to crochet, and I ended up with a square with a lot of holes in it. So it's just never been something that I wanted to do, but I admire what other people do. Oh, Selena, I have 6 little trees up to no good. Not you, Selena. Hey, I want to see those trees. Yeah, Selena is absolutely so creative. It just blows my mind. She can make anything. Oh. Vicious is, I'm about to make a giant lollipop for our front pasture for Christmas. Wooden dolls, paper plates covered in colored cellophane. Saw it in a parade float recently. Oh, wow. I'd like to see a picture of that. That sounds cool. That really does. I love all these ideas. I just wish I had more time. My schedule is crazy and full. Yeah, this weekend I hope to. I've been making, Christmas socks. I have some of them listed on eBay, but I have a lot of them cut out that I haven't sewed yet. You're right, Susan. It's amazing the things that some of us throw away that Selena actually makes something gorgeous out of them. Oh, I didn't know about Selena, your last live stream. There was a content of Disney. Huh. Didn't know about that. Okay. Hello from Oregon. What is your name? It says let's be happy thrifter. What is your first name? Welcome from Oregon. I actually, for about 8 years, lived in Grants Pass, Oregon, if you're familiar with that area. Beautiful Oregon. The first time I seen Oregon, went over the hill, and all I could see was all these green, beautiful trees, and I fell in love with it. Didn't like it in the wintertime because it was pretty hard to get out when there was a lot of snow as far as flying out and even going over the pass. But other than that, I loved Oregon. Martha. Haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome. So when are you going? Are you going live again this afternoon, Selena? I'll try to peek in from work. Where I am at, the reception, the Wi-Fi isn't so great over there, so everything I say is delayed, and it's kind of frustrating. Well, Martha, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Experimenting with these live streams. And remember, if you guys have time, you don't have to buy anything, but if you look at, watch my video tomorrow morning or anytime tomorrow, it'll be up in the morning, my pop-up sale. I have 23 items, and I am giving away a free stretchy bracelet, a new one with each purchase. Or if you order, say you buy 3 things and you'll get 3 free bracelets. And they are brand new in a package. So anyways, just a thought, but you don't have to buy. Just, I appreciate you watching. Because because she showed the DVD and talked about a certain Disney movie. Oh. Yeah, you have to be really careful. I have one pendant in my sale that is Star Wars, but I didn't mention Disney. That you have to be careful, especially with music. They can really get you with the music. So that's why I don't even try to put music with my videos, because I don't know what song is copyright. See on eBay they are selling Disney. Yeah, there's a lot of Disney stuff on eBay, and it's allowable. Hi, Casey. Good to see you. Oh, really? You think Disney is the worst since he died? Yeah, Casey, that your sale yesterday with the dream catchers and or was it yesterday or the day before? I lose track of time. Anyway, and the quilts. You know, I make quilts, and hopefully the information I gave you, Casey, was helpful. I just know that, you know, people don't realize. I know even with the stuff that I sell that I make, they don't realize the time and that's put into them, and the cost of the fabric, and I use quality fabric. I don't just go down to Walmart or somewhere and buy fabric. I buy quality, because like my tote bags, they're all washable, but people just don't realize and I know you can go to Walmart and buy cheap stuff from China, and I have myself, so I'm not criticizing, but when you buy something that is handmade, yes, nothing on me, Casey, is fake. Actually, when I was younger, my eyelashes were even longer. I was blessed with good genes. But no, I don't believe in cosmetic surgery, even if I have the hanging, you know. I'd like to get rid of that. See how different you look? But I don't believe in it. I think we should age gracefully, even if sometimes it's hard. But nothing fake. Thank you, Martha. I learned being a nurse that I would not go anywhere without my makeup. So I learned to put makeup on really fast. So I don't know if I do a good job, but I go out with makeup. I'm a funny person. I won't even go and get my mail um, without my makeup on. So don't laugh. But, hi, Kathleen. I live in a 55 and over apartment complex, and so we have a mail room, and our mailboxes are all locked, which is good. We're safe. But I won't go down there and get my mail unless I have my makeup on. And I know nobody really cares. No one probably even notices. Just me. I just have my son laughs. Uh, he teases me about that. Thank you, Lynn. And Joe is the youngest. Yeah, I think I am. In fact, um, I don't fit in over here because there's some really old people, and um, I'm a retired nurse, and when I see some of them, I want to help them, and I have to remember, hey, you're not a spring chicken anymore either. But I don't fit in really. But there are a lot of nice people who live here, and it's a safe place to live. No, it's just me. When I was a teenager, my eyebrows were so thick that I had to do something with them, but I've always just waxed them. In fact, I need to do something now. That I wore makeup all my life. I started wearing it probably when I was a sophomore in high school. So just me, we have our ways, and I've learned in life to respect everyone's different ways and traditions. So I try not to ever be judgmental. Try to love people. I've had to learn this process. I came from a very strict, old-fashioned Italian family. So I worked very hard over the years, to not be judgmental or be racist or, you know, and I like it. I like being the way I am. Um, I just love people. I will, Patty. I will try to make some tutorials. I'm trying to, squeeze time in. What I want to do is like on my tutorials, like on my makeup bags, do different ones in different steps. So I'm not actually sewing out the sewing machine, but I can demonstrate how I did them. Because I really don't think anyone wants to just sit and watch me sew. But I can do them in different steps, like how I put one side of the zipper, and then I'll do another one where I put the whole zipper in. And this way, it'll be easier to learn. And anybody can sew if they just have the patience. But so many people get frustrated and quit. And like I said, I've sewed since I was 8 or 9 years old. So to me, it just comes natural. And actually, believe it or not, I taught my mother how to sew. And she was one of those, when she did sew, her stitching was perfect. But by the time she finished something, it was out of style. So she would just, But anyway, I did try to help her. Selena does the most beautiful job with her makeup. Oh my gosh, I've watched her. And Selena, I think you ought to do tutorials on putting on makeup, because you do a fantastic job. Like I said, I learned to do it so fast because when I worked in the hospital, I had to leave my house by 5:30 or 6 in the morning to, take my kids to a babysitter. And um, so, I learned to put on, and I wouldn't go to work without makeup. Let's see. Is it, Helen, is it possible to show how to set the tension on a sewing machine? Yes, it is. I can do that. The tension is so touchy. Some people, I will think about a tutorial for that. People watch makeup tutorial all day, especially about how to use certain brushes. Yeah. You know, I'm sorry. If some people have time to spend a couple of hours on putting their makeup on, I don't. And I think I can be so much more productive in other ways. Um, see, what I do, when I say I go to work, um, I do some computer work for my son, and I also, both my son and daughter-in-law work, so I go over there and do all the laundry and pretty much run the household, and then cook dinner. And once in a while, my daughter-in-law cooks dinner, but most of the time I do. Uh, and then I come home and I usually work till about midnight to do my own stuff, or like in the morning, I will do my thing. But I love it. I don't have time to sit around and feel sorry for myself or think about aches and pains or so. And I've been busy all my life. I told my son I was going to, if I ever get to the point where I can't have an active life, I'm going to make a terrible patient because I'm not used to sitting still. I love working. Oh, my homemade spaghetti. Yeah, I actually have to say, when I was growing up, my father had to have spaghetti every day. We had spaghetti and maybe a vegetable every day. And on Sunday, we had spaghetti and a roast. So don't laugh now. So when I got married, I wouldn't make spaghetti for a long time. I was so sick of spaghetti, I couldn't stomach it. And now I love it. But after maybe a year, I started making spaghetti. And I think I make a good spaghetti. I happen to like the sauce to be a little sweeter. So, well, ladies, I have to go pick up my granddaughter from school. Oh, it's good seeing you, Martha. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in about 10 minutes, but I certainly have enjoyed talking to everyone and hope you will come back. I will at least try to do one of these once a week. And like I said, I love the questions. And when my video goes up tomorrow morning for my pop-up sale, if there's any questions, I did that one Q&A and I would like to do another one. Feel free to ask. I will check it over really close and write down any questions. Love you too, Martha. Have a great day. And so I know somebody commented why I left the live stream on. I just did. I like to go back maybe and reread it. And if there's nothing, we're not saying anything that we could be ashamed of, so why not leave it? Hi, Eva. Good to see you. I'm glad you came on before we all leave because I have about 10 more minutes to stay on and then I have to go to work. How are you, Eva? My adopted son is her guardian, so he just calls and says it's time for a visit and comes and gets me. That's nice, Susan. Yeah, it's, excuse me, it's fun on the live stream. I didn't realize it's kind of more personal. Oh, Eva, you took your grandbaby to the dentist first time. Oh, that should have been exciting. Yeah, Lynn, I know texting doesn't always come out right, and I would rather, I'm doing this live on my computer. I would rather, and I watch most of the lives on the computer. On my phone, like yesterday, the autocorrect just, some of my messages came out horrible. I am glad you had time to pop in, Eva. Yeah, Lynn, like I said, Lynn, I know texting doesn't always come out right. Yeah, the evil autocorrect. I agree, Susan. Some of mine yesterday was just a riot. I was embarrassed. But when I met my son, his computer is not set up for YouTube. I actually think he did something to it. So my granddaughter, when she gets a little wild with YouTube. Yeah, it seemed like autocorrect was terrible yesterday, Selena. I would speak into my phone, and all of a sudden I seen a message that, hey, I didn't write that. So, well, guys, I'm thrilled to be able to talk to you. Sorry, I wasn't trying to tell you what to do, Josie. Lynn, after you get to know me, I listen. I love to take ideas, but nobody tells me what to do. It's just the way it is. But I love, like I said, ideas, constructive criticism. I respect. But I'm pretty much make my own decisions and always have been that way. And I don't mean to, sound like I have a loving heart. I love people. But I think each of us should be our own individual and respect each other's ideas. So no, I didn't take it wrong. To Google, I typed something into Google and did not check it. It ended up on a porn site. Yeah, you have to be super careful. That happened to me several years ago. Yeah, I will, Eva. I will do more lives. You guys are great. You don't really know. I know there's some things on YouTube that aren't so great, but there's so many wonderful things that really are worth being on YouTube. And I appreciate all the great comments, and you guys have actually been really great to me, and I really love it all. Hi, Dia. And Oriole time. I'm just so glad to see everyone. Okay, you guys go over to Selena's channel. She's going live after me. I would stay on here for hours if I didn't have to go to work, but you know what? Life is life, and sometimes we have to do things. I love working. I'm not complaining, but sometimes I would just like to stay home and do my own thing. But that's the way it is. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully I can, yeah, I can end the stream. Like I said, this is all new to me. And oh, DL, you're taking photos today? Is that for listing on eBay or somewhere? Okay, busy bee Joe. Love it. Bye. Okay, guys. Love you guys and talk to you soon. And like I said, I love comments. I love constructive criticism. I love ideas. So if you have any, just let me know, because I think I don't care how old you are or how young you are, you can learn something every day. And I make it a point to see if I can learn something every day. Um, I started years ago. I taught myself the computer um, from a manual. I did have one computer class, and I've learned to do most anything with a computer. I can remove viruses. I can do it all. But the iPhone's a different story. I'm not really good with the iPhone. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Love you guys. Have a great day. And thank you for being here. And I will be doing more lives and really enjoyed this. Bye.